51 The symptoms. Spiritual awakening. 1. Change in sleep patterns. Disturbances during sleep, hot feet, waking up 2 or 3 times during the night. Feeling tired and sleepy after waking up. Fall asleep and wake up during the day. The standard 3 Sonos, which often happens to many people, is characterized by sleep about 2-3 hours, wake up, go back to sleep another 2-3 hours, wake up again, go back to sleep another 2-3 hours. Others saw alter their sleep needs, going to sleep less. Lately, some people feel enormous energy waves going through your body from the crown energy center at the top of the head. These waves can affect sleep. Advice: get used up. Pacifique with this energy and not worry about not getting enough sleep, concern that sometimes can cause more insomnia. Be able to afford your day if you think you have the right amount of what you need. You can also ask yourself that, from time to time, give you a break in order to have a restful sleep. If, during the night, unable to sleep, take this time to meditate, read poetry, write your journal or look at the moon. Your body will be adjusting to the new standard. 2. Activity of the crown chakra, top of head. Feelings of tinkling, itching, tingling and chills on the scalp and / or spine. Energetic vibration sensation in the top of the head, as if the energy gushed forth in shower. You may feel pressure on the crown, as if someone is pressing a finger against the head center. As mentioned in paragraph 1, we live in huge energy shipments through the crown chakra. We can feel a more generalized pressure, as if the head was inside a very soft appliance. Advice: do not be alarmed. This is the opening of the crown chakra. Such feelings tell you that you are open to receive the divine energy. 3. Sudden waves of emotion. Convulsive weeping. Suddenly, I feel angry, depressed, sad or very unhappy with the slightest provocation. Emotions run wild. Often the pressure or the congested emotions are felt in the heart chakra in the center of the chest, which should not be confused with the heart, the left of the heart chakra. Advice: accept your feelings as they occur, bless them and let them go. Feel the emotional content of energy in the heart chakra. Expand it to all your fields and breathe deeply from the belly button to the upper chest. Feel the emotion and let it evaporate. Do not direct the emotions at anyone. You are cleaning the past. If you need help, say out loud that you want to leave all this old stuff and ask your higher self. You can also ask the angels of grace white crystal energy to help you release these emotions, easily and smoothly. Thank for your body is releasing these emotions, not the holding within them, which could cause damage. One of our sources suggests that depression is linked to relations of leave as is, personal relationships, professional, etc. that no longer serve neither we nor to our frequencies. 4. Clarification of karma. Old contents seem to be resurfacing, as described above, resurfacing in your life to people involved in these episodes. Process of closing cases. Or you may have to work your self-esteem, abundance, creativity, addictions, etc. Start appearing the resources or people you need to help in this work. Counsel, same as for point 3. And again, do not get involved too much in the analysis of situations, as this will make them come back again, each time the deeper levels. Ask for help from a therapist, if you need, and go. Do not try to avoid or move to the side of these memories. Embrace what appear and thank so contribute to its development. Thank your higher self for giving him the opportunity to get rid of these waste. Remember, you do not want them to continue in their DNA. 5. Change in body weight. Overweight acquired by the population in general, extraordinary. Other sectors of the population can, however, be losing weight. Usually gain weight because many fears repressed are returning for treatment. We react by building defenses, trying to anchor ourselves or get body mass, so as not to allow the frequency in the body increases. Advice: do not be stubborn. Accept this as a symptom of what's going on with you. Lose or gain weight when all your fears have been integrated. Release your anxiety. Then perhaps finds that it will be easier to lose or gain weight. Exercise. Before you start eating, try this: sit at the table set with a beautiful dinnerware set. Light a candle. Enjoy the look of the food. Place your dominant hand over your heart and bless the food. Tell your body to use food to feed properly, instead of using the food to feed their emotional quarrels. Then pass your hand from left to right over the food, bless it. You may notice that the food looks hot in your hand, even if it is a cold dish. Notice that when we bless the food, do not eat so much. Another thing you can do while eating is not watch TV or read. Enjoy healthily blessing that lies ahead. 6. Changes in eating habits, strange desires and weird choices. Some people feel more hungry or less hungry than before. Advice: do not deny what the body asks you. If you are not sure, try to prove before choosing to see if that's what the body wants. Also try blessing the food as described in section 5. 7. Intolerance and allergies to certain types of food, which never had before. As grows spiritually, you become more sensitive to everything that surrounds it. Your body will tell you that no longer tolerate, as if he too were rejecting what no longer serves you. You may be clearing toxins. Some people find a white residue in the mouth, like the baba runners at the end of a race. Tip: this can be removed by rubbing 2 tablespoons olive oil in the mouth for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not swallow. Then spit into the toilet, not to sink. Brush your teeth and then clean the brush. 8. Increase the senses. Boost. A. Disturbance in vision, shimmering objects, observation of bright particles, vision of auras and people, plants and animals, objects. Some report seeing how transparent the normally opaque objects. When you close your eyes, no longer see darkness, but redness. May see geometric shapes, bright colors and frames when you have your eyes closed. The colors appear more vivid. The sky may seem dyed or grass having an amazing green. As becomes more sensitive, you can see forms or risks in the air, especially when the room is darker. You can see white shapes in your peripheral vision, either with eyes open or closed to them. Advice: your vision is changing in many ways. It is getting to know new ways of seeing. Be patient. Whatever happens, do not be alarmed. Nebulae views may be relieved looking away. B. Increase or decrease in hearing ability. Hearing noises in the head, as beeps, sounds, music or electronic sounds. Some hear water rushing, buzzing, noises or touches. Some have what is called auditory dyslexia. He cannot always see what others are saying, as if he could not understand their own language. Some people hear strange voices in dreams, as if someone was screaming their ear. In these cases may request the it to go away, or ask the angelic plan to take care of the situation. Again, there is nothing to fear. Advice: surrender. Let it go. Listen. Your ears are adjusting to new frequencies. C. Intensification of the sense of smell, touch and or taste. Some people being aware that it has become unable to detect the smell and taste of chemical additives in some foods in a rather unpleasant way. On the other hand, some foods now have a wonderful flavor. For some people, this heightened senses is both wonderful and fun. It may be able to smell the fragrance of flowers here and there. Many mystics do it. Enjoy. 9. Eruptions of the skin, pimples, bumps, acne, hives and herpes. Anger causes disturbances around the mouth and chin. One person had a dermatitis on the extremities for several months while healing an episode from his past. When sun oil most of this material, the issue is resolved. Tip: you may be letting out toxins and resurfacing emotion. When there is material that should be released and you try to repress it, your skin will express the situation for themselves, until it is decided to work the emotions. 10. Switching force and fatigue. Episodes of intense energy which make you want to jump out of bed and take action, followed by periods of lethargy and fatigue. The fatigue usually follows major changes. Accept it because this is a time of integration. Counsel: flow with the nature of energy. Not to fight. Be gentle with. Sleep a siesta, if you are tired. If you experience a lot of energy and cannot sleep, thoughts or write a novel, take the type of power advantage. 11. Changes in prayer or meditation. You may not feel the usual sensations. Does not have the same experience in contact with the spirit. Difficulty concentrating. Counsel, maybe it lasts to be in communion with the spirit more frequently and for longer. The feeling may be different, but will eventually adapt to it. In fact, she started to think and act in accordance with the spirit. You may notice that your periods of meditation are now shorter. 12. Power waves. Suddenly, he feels driven by energy from head to toe. It is a momentary and uncomfortable feeling. On the other hand, some people feel an inexplicable cold. If you are an energy worker, you may have noticed that the heat running in your hands has increased considerably. This is good. Tip: if you feel uncomfortable, ask your higher self to increase or decrease the temperature. 13. Miscellaneous symptoms. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, constipation, symptoms called vibration constipation, digestive problems, muscle damage, rapid heartbeat, chest pain, changes in sexual desire, pain in the limbs, vocalizations or involuntary body movements. Some have to be faced and resolved. Certain episodes of childhood. Relax. They are temporary symptoms. 14. Rejuvenation. It will become increasingly lighter as you clearing the emotional material, releasing limiting beliefs as well as heavy baggage from the past. Their frequency increased. He loves himself more as well as love life more. Begins to show the perfection that you really are. 15. Living dreams. Sometimes the dreams are so real that wakes up confused. You can also have lucid dreams, which is in control. You know you are not dreaming. What is happening is in some real way. Many dreams may be mystical or carry messages. It will remember what is important to you. Do not force anything. Above all, do not be afraid. 16. Events that completely alter your life. Death, divorce, change in job or employment, loss of home, illness, and/or other catastrophes, sometimes several at once. These are forces that force him to slow down, simplify, change, re-examine what you are, and what your life tells you. Forces that cannot be ignored, that force you to detach yourself, agree that for love and compassion for all. 17. Liberation. Desire to cut with all restrictive standards, jobs, consumptive lifestyles and toxic people or situations. Need to meet and to find the purpose of your life, now. Want to be creative and free to be what it is, actually. Appetite for the arts and nature. Desire to cut with things and people that no longer tell you anything. Advice: deal with. 18. Mental and emotional confusion. Feeling you need to fix your life, it is a mess. But at the same time, it feels chaotic and unable to do so, to concentrate. See point 45. Advice: focus on your heart and listen to your own judgment. 19. Introspection, solitude and loss of interest in activities abroad. This state appeared surprised to many extroverts that previously saw themselves involved in various activities. Now I say, I do not know why, but no longer like going out so much as before. 20. Manifestations of creativity. Frequent reception of images, ideas, music and other creative inspirations. Advice: at least record these inspirations, because the Spirit is speaking to you about how you can fulfill your purpose and contribute to the regeneration of the planet. 21. Perception that time is accelerating. You have that impression because she suffered many and frequent changes in your life. The amount of change seems to be increasing. Counsel: to share the day in meetings and temporary segments increases the sense of acceleration. Can slow down time, relaxing in the moment and paying attention to what is at hand, without anticipating events. Slow down and tell yourself that you have plenty of time. Ask your higher self. Stay tuned to this. Try to move from one activity to another. Focus on your inner guidance. 22. Final destination. A feeling that something will happen, which can create anxiety. Counsel: there is nothing to worry about. Things do happen, but anxiety only you will create more problems. There is nothing to fear. 23. Impatience. You know what to do, but sometimes it does not help. Wants to solve what seems to you to be on your way. It recognizes that uncertainties are uncomfortable. Advice: learn to live with uncertainty, knowing that nothing will appear in front of you, if you are not ready. Impatience is really a lack of confidence, especially your higher self. When you focus on the present, you will see miracles happen. 24. Wake. Perhaps an interest in the ghost appears, for the first time in life. A deep call to the meaning of life, for your purpose. Spiritual connection, and revelation. A constant burning desire, as you call it, KD Lang. The worldly life does not fill the void. Advice: follow your heart, and the way it will be shown. 25. Being different from others. A strange feeling that everything in your life feels new and altered, that left your old self behind. And left. It is much greater than you can imagine. And there's more to come. 26. Aid of various kinds. Appear teachers everywhere at the right time, to help to their spiritual path, people, books, lectures, films, events, Mother Nature, etc. These teachers may seem negative or positive, but in a transcendent perspective, are always perfect. It arises precisely what you have to learn. Tip: remember that you never receive more than what we are prepared to deal with. Each challenge presents us with an opportunity to prove our expertise in overcoming it. 27. Sudden comprehension. Meeting a spiritual track that makes sense to you and that you play at the deepest levels. Suddenly, you get a perspective that had never considered. It is hungry for more. Reading, sharing the knowledge with others, asks questions and gets to the bottom to find out who and why you're here. Runs the risk of philosophical wonder: why do I exist? 28. Fast learning. Learns quickly. Feels it is picking up very quickly. Tip: remember that things will come to you when you are ready to deal with them. Not before. Handle boldly with what is coming and thus advance rapidly. 29. Invisible presences. Some people say that at night, they feel surrounded by beings, or have the sensation of being touched, or that someone tells them. Sometimes they agree. Others feel the eye sockets vibrate. These vibrations are caused by energetic changes after emotional clearing made. Counsel: this is a sensitive issue, but may feel better if, before falling asleep, bless his bed and the space around it. Fall asleep in the certainty that is surrounded by the most magnificent spiritual beings and is safely in the care of God. Do not blame yourself for being afraid from time to time. 30. Portents, visions, numbers and symbols. See things that give spiritual meaning. Notice the synchronicity of numbers. Everything has a message if you take the trouble to repair. 31. Intensification of integrity. It recognizes that it is time to live and speak your truth. Suddenly, it seems it important to be more authentic, more yourself. May have to say no to people who tried to please in the past. Find intolerable to stay in a marriage, job or place that no longer fit with what you are today. Also may realize that has nothing to hide or to keep secrets. Honesty becomes important in all your relationships. Advice: listen to your heart. If the inside say no to you something, speak up and act. Say no. Similarly should say yes to what he considers valid. Should risk not please others without guilt in order to attain spiritual sovereignty. 32. Harmony with seasons and cycles. Do you feel more in tune with the seasons, phases of the moon and natural cycles? Greater understanding of its place in the world. A strong connection to Earth. 33. Electrical and mechanical breakdowns. With you around, the lights go out, the computer crashes or loses the radio tuning. Tip: call your angels or guides to get them, or put a protective field on the machines. Imagine your car surrounded by blue light. Learn to laugh. 34. Increased synchronicity. If there are many small miracles, wait for more. Counsel: synchronized situations tell you that he is acting in the right direction or making the right choices. Spirit uses synchronicity to communicate with you. He began to live everyday miracles. See paragraph 30. 35. Development of intuitive abilities in altered states of consciousness. Think of someone and immediately know that someone. More synchronism. Have internal standards or perceptions of past events. See the future, to have out-of-body experiences and other physical phenomena. Intensification of sensitivity and knowledge. Understand its essence and that of others. 36. Communication with spirit. Contact with angels, spirit guides, and other divine entities. Channel information. More and more people seem to be getting this opportunity. Feel inspired and get information, which takes the form of writing, painting, ideas, communications, dance, etc. 37. Unit feeling direct experience of the union. Transcendental knowledge. Compassion and love for all that lives. Of compassion and unconditional love for all, which leads to higher levels of consciousness and joy. 38. Joy and blessing. A deep and abiding sense of peace and monitoring. 39. Integration. Become stronger and lighter emotionally, psychologically, physically and spiritually. Alignment feeling with the higher self. 40. Living your purpose. You know you are finally doing what brought him to earth. New skills and gifts are emerging, especially the recovery of health. Your life/work is now converging and starting to make sense. Will use ultimately all these skills. Advice: listen to your heart. His passion leads you to where it should be. Let yourself go and ask your inner self, what do you want me to do? Pay attention to synchronicities. Listen. 41. Feeling closer to animals and plants. For some people, the animals seem to be more human in their behavior. The wildlife show less fear. Plants respond to love and attention you give them, now more than ever. Some may even have messages for you. 42. Beings from other dimensions view. The veil between dimensions is becoming thinner, so this is not surprising. Keep yourself in their place. Since you have more power than you think, do not fear anything. Ask for help from your guides, if you feel that slips fear. 43. Refinement of the vision. View truest forms of people. Vision of loved ones with a different face, past life or parallel life. 44. Physical manifestation of thoughts and desires. All this starts to occur more quickly and efficiently. Tip: control your thoughts. Because they are all prayers. Be careful what you ask for. 45. Confused left hemisphere. Their physical abilities, your intuitive knowing, your feelings and compassion, their way of feeling your body, your vision, your expression, all emanate from the right brain. For this part of the brain develops better, the left brain must slow down. Typically, the ability of the left hemisphere of ordering, organizing, structuring, align, analyze, review, need to concentrate, solve problems and learn math dominates our less valued right brain. This results, memory lapses, placing words in the wrong sequence, inability or unwillingness to read for a long time, lack of concentration, forget what was going to say, impatience with linear forms of communication audio or written, dispersion, loss of interest in investigating or complex information. Feeling of being bombarded with words, conversations and information, reluctance to write. Sometimes feels stupid and has no interest in analyzing live or investigate intellectual discussions. On the other hand, may feel inclined to what has meaning, videos, magazines with photos, artwork, movies, music, sculpture, painting, being with people, dancing, gardening, walking and other forms of muscular effort. You can search for spiritual information or even science fiction. Tip: if you allow your heart and brain right side of the guide, the left brain will be properly activated to help. One day, we will be well balanced, using both hemispheres with mastery. 46. Vertigo. This happens when not stabilized. Maybe it just clear and emotionally charged and your body is adjusting to a state more light. Counsel: ground eating proteins. Sometimes the comfort foods are the right ones. Do not label any food as good or bad for you. Use your intuition to know what you need at any given time. Kick off your shoes and put your feet on the grass for a few minutes. 47. Falls, accidents, fractures. Your body is not stabilized, or perhaps your life is out of balance. Perhaps the body is telling you to slow down, examine certain aspects of your life, or solve certain locks. Search for the meaning of the message. Tip: walk on land or grass. Or rather, lie down on the grass with a blanket on top. Feel the earth beneath. Stroll in nature. Slow down and pay attention. See what he's doing. Feel the feelings when they sprout. Stay in the present. Surround yourself with blue light when you feel confused. 48. Heart palpitations. A heart rush is usually accompanied by an opening. It only lasts a few moments and means that the heart is balancing after an emotional release. Tip: check with your doctor or therapist whenever you need or do not feel well. 49. Rapid growth of hair and nails. It means being used more protein in the body. 50. I wish to find A or his partner A right A. More than ever, the idea that we have an ideal relationship looks more desired. Counsel: the truth is that we must be the kind of person we want to attract. We have to like us and where we are now before we can attract a more perfect partner. The work begins at home. Retain the desire for that person in your heart, but without attachment. Expect that someday you will find someone who is more fit to you, but do not hold expectations of those who will be and how they will. Focus first and foremost on clean your life and be the person you want to be. Be happy now. Enjoy life. Then you will see. 51. Memories. Surface memories, body's memories, suppressed memories, images of past lives and / or parallel lives. Why are we harmonize and integrate all of ourselves? Wait for some of these experiences. Tip: it is best to only pay attention to what comes to mind. Leave the rest. Do not analyze everything in detail, otherwise it will be bogged down in old stuff, and feel the feelings as they may become available. Ask for help from your guides. You are awakening? Happy birthday!